Hi, my name's Lost Ninja. You are watching Lost Ninja Play Darkosto's Invasion Modpack version 1.0.7. This is episode 25, and I have worked out what I did wrong with my machine. If you remember, when I was setting this one up, I wanted to see where that plugged in and couldn't work it out, so I I got rid of that bit to look at what that looked like. So when it was being run, it didn't work. That's all it was. So we will cook that up to make some of those. And what would we do with them then? That was less clear. Right, so if we go back to immersive engineering, we want to find out how to make one of those. So we just need any glass, 2 glowstone, and some electrode. That is expensive though, isn't it? Right, so I want some glowstone dust. I'm going to make 2 of them, so I want 4 glowstone dust and some glass. How do I make the rod? Oh, I know how to make... Oh, right. No, I'm not going to make 4 of them. I'm going to make 1 of them. Because I need 4 of those in there to... That is insanely expensive. And oh, and it's only got half its durability as well. That's not very good. Can we repair it? No. Oh, right. Well, how about that? I don't understand. So, let me get this straight. To make 1 half-damaged rod, yeah, I've got to make a whole... Sorry, to make, as far as I can work out anyway, to make 1 full integrity or whatever, a graphite electrode, I need 64 coal coke. That is insane. I mean, yes, I know what they're used for in the wider scheme of things. That's what I did with my engineer's hammer when I lost it last time. Right, so I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. Yes, I have just given myself 1. I'm absolutely flummoxed about it. Right, so just take that out of there. If I put that in there, can I craft it? Yes, I can. 6362. What I was actually thinking is, can I repair? I can't repair it like that. I don't know how you repair it even then. So if you can't repair it like that, plot thickens. Right. So all I want to do, you see, is I've got this fluorescent tube. I want to go down to my thing here. I want to place said electrode to... Oh, it was still switched on. This is why I want an electrode tube there. It's no longer switched on. All my lovely XP's gone. Right. Oh, can you smell that? That's the smell. My flesh cooking. Oh, what the hell? It doesn't stick to things. Oh, right. So if we go over here and turn that on, the electrode tube will come on. Wow. I'm astonished, to be honest. That is so expensive, and no, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not going to bother with that again. But I'm getting lots of gold out of it, which is really all I care about. What I really want to do is have something that, you know, when the lever's on, I can get away. I can't get to it, and when the lever's off, I can, or something like that. All I need now is a proper use for this thing, because I'm not going to use it for that again, am I? That was just insane. The amount of resources it requires to get a fluorescent tube that doesn't actually light up very well and flickers. I mean, I understand why it was flickering, but what's that? Oh, my wolf spawn egg thing. It's still insane, even if I understand why it's insane. Okay. Right, I was going to work on turrets. So, to get where I want to be, which is to make the sensor tier 5, I'm going to need circuits. I've got loads of circuits, or I should have. I've got 25 circuits, so that's not an issue. I'm going to need loads of I/O buses, which requires loads of redstone and gold. I want to make 4 of them, so let's have a look. The laser turret itself requires 2 per, and I'm going to have. I want to make 4. Right, where's my pad? I've got a pad somewhere. Big thick pad of paper. Right, so we want 8 then. Yeah, 8 for those 4. And we're also going to need them for the tier bait, so I need 8 of those as well. Sorry, I need 4 of those, which means 16. Do I need them for lower ranks? I do. Oh no, I don't need to make the lower ranks to get there though, so that's all right. Now, question: do I need it for any of these? Yes. 1, and these do need lower ranks. 2, 3. So I need 3 per turret. Sorry, 3 per chamber. So each completed turret will need. Each completed turret will need. Let's see, we need 2 for there. 4 for there. And 1 for the chamber. Yes, is that right? No, 3 for the chamber. That was it. So that's. That's 9, which is then that's 9 gold, 18 redstone, and 9 probably lead, because I've got tons of lead and I don't use it very much. Okay, so what I want to do is pop that and that and that and that away, and I'll make that bit first. Now, how much gold have I got? I've got quite a lot of gold. I've got quite a lot of diamond. Oh, more redstone. Bit short of redstone actually. In fact, I'll need more redstone than that, and some lead. What I said, wasn't it? Right, so for each one of those, I'm going to need a single one of those. Right. So that's 4 of those. Oh, iron, gold, and I haven't got enough of those, I don't think. Right, so I've done those. I want to do those next. So I need 4 of those. 4. Okay. What did I say? I said 9 for each. So I want 36 of these. Probably going to need more gold. More redstone. I'm out of redstone. That is not possible. Probably a good thing I did it then, though, because I've just thought I need to make redstone ore, which I need 1 of. Requires rose red and stone. Should have some stone in there. Should have some rose red in there. Right. Bone. Bone. Now. Where is that? I don't know how anyone else does it, but that's how I get my redstone. Well, I can't believe that something that simple would be, particularly as it's part of what there is actually a quest for getting redstone, ore. I would be very surprised if the Darkosto doesn't realise that you can do it this way. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person that would make that sort of level of mistake if this was unintended. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong here. But it doesn't strike me as very likely. I've got this Church of the Poison Mind stuck in my head. And I'm not going to even try singing it because I've got the wrong sort of voice for it. Well, certainly the Culture Club version, which is the version I've got stuck in my head. I was listening to it yesterday. But, it was an album called The Very Best of Grange Hill. And to be fair, I'd never heard any of those songs while I used to watch Grange Hill. But I think they're songs that were sort of from that sort of time period. Basically, every time I play anything in immersive engineering, it gets better. It's brilliant. I've seen some of the stuff that Embers can do, and I'm really wanting to sort of like get into that more. But obviously, Embers isn't part of this mod pack. I have a mod pack which I have been working on for a while called, well, it has various names, but one of the names is Eschatologist, was it Eschatologist Environmental Escapades. But I called it E3, basically. It didn't have a specific name. It's just a mod pack made by Eschatologist, who is my the other name I go by on online. And if you felt so inclined to donate money to me, you'd find out that you would be donating money to Eschatologist, not Lost Ninja. No, that wasn't a hint. That was just that's the way it's set up. So, I don't use my real name online, and I don't. I make every effort that I can to make sure that my real name isn't directly in public domain. There's no a big secret about it particularly. And if someone said, "Oh well, I know who you are in real life," or "I know what your name is in real life," not your online persona. Right, let's get rid of all that redstone to it. That's quite a good. Okay, yeah. So back to turret then. Oh, wrong one. I want to get rid of the seeds that I've picked up. And that. Yes, and that. Yes, right. So, I've done the chambers. I need to now do the gold chambers, yes. 3, 4. That's fine. Diamond chamber. Right. And then let's see, this is where it gets complicated. I don't have a lot of obsidian, and it's a pig to get hold of, because you can't vein mine it. Right. Each one of those. Oh no. Ah, that was it. What I wanted to look at. That requires 1. That's all right then. If you look at the gun barrel, is it the gun barrel? Gun turret. It requires 2. And I don't know what all the others do. Relativistic. Damage output 0 hearts. No radius. Shots. Energy usage. I don't know what it does. Rocket launcher doesn't appear to work. Teleported turret. I know exactly how it works. It's really good, but I'm not certain where you would use it. Basically, every time it fires a shot, it pulls the mob to it and drops it next to it, sort of thing. Laser turret is just what I'm building, so I'm going to need more obsidian for that. Anyway, let's see. The chamber. So I've got 4 chambers, which is fine. Let's make 2, 3, 4. Oh, I could do that with lead. Saves a bit of iron. I have gold for that one. I can't believe I was short of gold before. I mean, I'm not overflowing in it now, but yeah, wee bugger. Right. I did actually make a system in one of my previous playthroughs where I had a block that places other blocks down, and as soon as it dropped that one, it placed a new one for me. The only issue I had was it was losing these. So you drop the items down, and when it placed the new one, they would get flung off into the distance. It wouldn't matter as much in here because I'm fully enclosed. The one I was on, it was losing stuff that way as well, which wasn't helping. Right, so that's the barrels. I want that one. I am not going to be able to do this without going to get some more. Right, so let's go and grab 2 sticks. Because 2 sticks are better than 1. Double the trouble and triple the fun. I'm hoping that's the right sort of hammer. I don't think it is, though. Because there's 2 sorts of hammer. There's that sort of hammer, Dungeon Tactics sort of hammer, and the Ex Nihilo Ascendico hammer. I think that's the one I've just made, isn't it? So that should work. Right then. Oh, a jackhammer as well. I think we're way off from having that. Right, let's go and see if I can make that turn me into a frog. Oh wait, that's not what I meant. I'm trying to get some of that stuff I had, but the last time I went looking for it, it didn't work. It wasn't turning it. It wasn't producing that white stuff, which is what I want. Not bothered about the rest of it. Just that white stuff, please. Get some potatoes eaten as well. I think I'll go and get some. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Ah! Not good, not good, not good, not good! I can't get out, I can't get out, I can get out. Oh, my poor little heart. I wasn't expecting it to actually drop me into the water, you see. Sorry, not into the water, into the lava. I was expecting the lava to be underneath it all, if you see what I mean. Mind you, I wanted some obsidian, so this is a good place as any to get it from. So, aren't you proud of me with it? The quick thinking of getting a bucket of water out there. I was astonished. Right, so drill. Best way of getting lava is with a drill. No, best way of getting what time are we on? 22 minutes past. Ooh, some chests up there. What are they for? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I think I'll just use those up, to be honest. I'm forever doing that. I don't mean to. Right, tell you what we'll do. We'll get to there first. In theory. Now, I want to be right in the middle of it, not one side of it or the other side of it, but right in the damn middle. Just like that. There, that's what I was trying to do. Ah! It's all gone! Right, so... tell you what I am going to do at some point in the not too distant future. I'm going to get the last speed upgrade for the drill. I can make it because I've got the empowerer now. Originally the problem was you needed the empowerer to make it. Right. I'm going to check those chests out as well, in case there's something cool in them. Nothing cool in those chests. Yeah, I'm going to get a bit more, I think. You don't get quite as much when you do it like that, because some of it falls into the lava underneath it. But it means you've opened up a larger area, so you can do that with it. Which point you don't lose any of it. Or maybe not any is yeah, maybe any is the wrong word, but you don't lose anywhere near as much. Right. I still think that'd be a good idea to get some more of those. Oh my god. That I wasn't expecting. Where he's dug through from. I've done it again, I don't believe this. Oh, now I'm stuck under this. Oh, God! Ah! Why am I losing all these voxels? And where the hell am I getting them from in the first place? Couldn't happen to a nicer chap. I have no idea where these mobs are coming from. I wouldn't say it's worrying me. It is certainly a concern there. I've lost my pick, bugger. I don't know. Where's my pick gone? I want my pick. Up there, but where? I don't know. Right, let's just put that back in my backpack. I need a new pick. I don't know where it is, but it's not in my hand, and it's not in where any other places I would have thought it would be. I need to find out where those mobs are coming from, though. So, ooh, now that's a thought. I could try that. Um, where did I go to get to it? Down there. I remember now. Pardon me. Right. Up there. Huh. Doesn't appear to be anywhere in here that they would come from, unless they just spawned in here. Which is possible. I mean, don't get me wrong here. It's entirely possible that they just spawned in here and decided to make their way to come and kill me. And then let the lava do the work for them. Well, if you remember, there's a spawner somewhere under my house, which spawns raiders. And I was a bit worried that they'd come from there, and they dug down to get to me when I was downstairs, and then they dug up to get to me from... but that does not seem to be the case. Well, might as well get that while I'm there, mightn't I? I don't know. I'm not going to work. Bloody hellfire. Even got laser creepers underground now. Everybody's trying to kill me at the moment, aren't they? And why you don't get laser creepers underground? Next week, telling me there's dinosaurs down here as well. Ridiculous. I don't know. Right, I'm going back to my house. I think I might need to put a turret inside just in case. Well, actually, no, that's not going to need that. I can't remember what it was, but at some point I was thinking that I needed to have another layer below this floor to put something in. I can't remember what it was that I wanted to put in that layer. But there was, there was a logical reason for it, why I wanted to do it. I can't hit the damn thing, and it's killing me. How the hell did it get in here? This stuff is supposed to be invulnerable to pretty much everything, but I've got a frickin' bloody drone inside. Maybe I need more laser. What happened there? Oh, I don't want going on. You're making me sad. Remove. Okay. There seems to be anything up here that's out of place, in the wrong place or whatever. Ah, dear. Okay, so we go back to there, and we get... Now we've got lots of stuff. So, I'm on... I'll make that one, I think. That's 4 of those barrels. Okay. We want to make 4 of those barrels. Glowstone as well, right. You know, just because it isn't already incredibly expensive, it needs to be more expensive. Okay, so, to make a laser turret, we should have enough. And then... we haven't got the emeralds yet. Right. Emeralds. We should have some emeralds. Yeah, we got loads of emeralds. What? Oh, I haven't got enough of those. What am I missing now? You need to make another 4 of those, yes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Ah! Got 4 laser turrets. I've got 4 turret tier bases, whatever's. I'm definitely going to have drop everything. You may well ask, I'll tell you why. That has got a void filter in it. Actually, no, it's got an advanced filter in it. And it voids these things. I decided I really did not need any more of the damn things. So now when I pick them up, they just go straight into the bin. Oh, and I still haven't got a new pick, have I? So a drop. I'm happy now. Well, happier. The only issue is I need way more power. How far off daylight are we? A long way off daylight. Oh dear. They don't use much power when they are fully charged. It's because they have no charge in them at the moment. Well, at the moment I'm not doing anything with those. I think what I'm going to end up doing is having I think I'm going to have the... Oh, no. Can't remember which one of those. That one, right. That way, that way, that way, that way, that way. In fact, take that back out, actually. Take everything out of there as well. Right, that went a lot quicker than I thought it would, actually. I thought I'd be waiting longer for that. So what I want to do next, then, is I want to start working on getting the inventory system working. So we need to look at Ender.io. We need to make a VAT. That. Which is that one. I've got electrical steel. I haven't got fluid tanks. I can make fluid tanks though. I need glass, right. So we need that out. We need... Oh, that's steel scaffolding. That's not what we need at all. That out. That out. Well, doing it with the VAT, I can get to a position where I've got unlimited crafting. I do not like the Ender.io system. I will be the first to admit it. I think it's a crap system. On the other hand, I haven't really got much choice in the matter. So, iron and glass. I think I'm going to make 2 vats. 2 furnaces, 2 cauldrons. We should have both of those. Oh, I'm not certain about the furnaces. We've got 1 furnace, right. We've got cauldrons somewhere, though. Oh, we should have 2 cauldrons. There we go. We've got electrical steel somewhere. I think we'll put that down this side. Right, so we need to input into it. We need water to input into it. And we need 2 of those, and then we output stuff. So the next thing I need then is a bucket of lava. No, that's not a bucket of lava, that's an apple. That is a bucket of water, and that is a bucket of bucket. We can put a bucket of bucket into there like that, and then get a bucket of lava like that. So, we want a pump next. Specifically, we want that one. I need a block of diamond, some obsidian, and 2 iron pickaxes. Blub, 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 blub. Where's the obsidian? Is it 2 obsidian or 4 obsidian? 4 obsidian. What it was. Oh, do we have any? We don't think we kept any of those picks, did we? No. 2, 3, 4. The advantage of this particular thing is we can actually use it from inside the base. Believe it or not, it's a really good idea, a good pump. I really like it. What you do is you place it down somewhere it can get a power, like like that. I haven't actually got power to it there, but I will have in a minute. Right, so now can we get some power? No, not that. That stuff will do nicely. I really put hardened blocks in there. How about that? Conduit facade. I haven't got a lot of those, have I? And I'm out of power, even though it's daylight. Not good. What we got? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Right. It is daylight, isn't it? Yeah. These things are not even fully charged yet. That's why I've got no power. It's not entirely an issue because these are pulling power in, and they're just not actually pulling enough in to charge for 3 of those turret bases, each one of which contains 10 million RF. Oh, bloody hell. Always forgetting about that. Okay, well, if you think about it, each one of those contains 10 million RF. Those 4 batteries on their own only contain 20 million RF. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a... Anyway, let's go and grab some more of those. I have no idea what I've just placed there. Oh, one of those. What the hell? I have no idea what happened there. I seem to have lost all my armour, which seems to have been replaced with VATs or something. What the hell's happened to my armour then? That's not good. Well, like the fact that it's expensive and I can't replace it. And there's absolutely no reason for this thing to have anything to do with it. It's definitely gone. I've got no armour. So what the hell? I didn't take it off to recharge it, did I? I've got armour now. Right, that's totally confusing me there. I don't know. My mind does not work no more. Right, let's see if we can get this sorted out the way I want it. So we've put those back in there to seal the wall up again. We get... Oh, I don't know what's going on with this. Right. What the hell? I'm going to end the episode here and reboot the client and the server, I think. I don't know what's going on. That should just go in, and it's not. Hardened block tier 1 it says it is. But we know it's not. It should be that stuff. What? So, yeah, I'm going to... Well, I'll just disconnect and reconnect and see if that helps. I don't know what's going on. And I've got sunlight right in my face, which is why half my face seems to be on fire. Next to my monitor, I have a pin board. Or notice board, whatever. Covered in mostly... mostly pictures from my nephews. And things like that. I've got chickpea, which is a picture of a bird peeing. I've got a gift card from Next, the shop, which is quite old, and I can put that in there now. Right, so I didn't want to finish it there because I was wanting to get on and get on with things. Right, this now has power. That's good. That now has power, and it seems to be coming in fairly solidly. Right, so this is how you do it. Well, this is how you should do it. What this will do is it will pump within 96 by 96 blocks water or liquid. So basically, if you right click on it now, it will say a missing redstone signal. So I've got to put a lever on it. Blah, blah, blah. One of those and one of those. Okay. I had some of that already. Right. Yeah, so you put a lever on it. It's got water in it, so if you read the you can't read the description because my ugly mug is over the top of it. There's no really else I can put it on the screen that doesn't get used up for something else. Anyway, so if we just put the that one off, right? So if I right click on it, it comes up with draining at -206 by 9 by 805, and it's got the internal tank on it, which you can see up here is now full of water. So what you need to do is get a fluid conduit and a bucket of water. Right, the bucket of water is actually quite important. So we take the fluid conduit out the back of it there, along here, and then we get the. That's a good point. Where's my drill? There's my drill. Get rid of that. Right, if we right click on the conduit with the bucket, it then locks that conduit to the thing. Right, so those things now will both mind I say should, get water into them, and they're not. Neither of them are getting water into them, and I don't know why. That's been a brilliant plan. It doesn't seem to have worked, and I can't seem to pick that up either. So, oh well, I can't pick it up. I can't pick it up. If you look there, there's I think I used gravel. I can't remember. Basically, I went around and we had not for fish, but raiders and stuff won't attack the wall or jump up the wall because they've got this. They're pulled away from the wall by the water. It seems to work, to be fair. So. I'll go inside the other way. Right. There, that's what I was trying to do. Oh. That will now fill up with water. The reason I locked the pipe to water rather than just letting it do whatever it wanted is because this will actually pick up all liquids within that 96 by 96 blocks, including lava. If I had just allowed any old liquid to be piped out of it, what would have probably happened would have been that I would end up with a vat full of oh, that broke a lot quicker than I was expecting. Just take that over here, like so. I'm not certain if it's any liquid or if it's only certain liquids, because for instance it might pick up quicksand, which would be annoying. Useful but annoying. Right, and then if you right click on it, it will keep telling you what it's doing. Realistically, what I want to do is put a fluid trash can here so that I can keep pulling water out of here, so that if it finds lava, it will actually do it, if you see what I mean. That doesn't work. That doesn't work the way I want it to either. Insert, right. That worked, there we go. Right, so what do I want to do? I want to make a fluid trash can, which means I need a bucket. Like that one. Oh, I don't want to use that bucket, to be honest, because buckets are expensive, but I won't use that one. I'll use a new one. One of those, 3 of those and some string. We'll make a new bucket and 3 of those. It's a string at the I like the recipe for the bucket, to be honest. I just think I'd like it to be a bit easier to get the various different bits. Right. So I don't know how they work, but in theory, I'm not certain if I can filter it. Basically, I only want water to go into that. I'm a bit worried that this will try and filter its output into it as well. So we'll just disable that side just to make sure it doesn't. But that means that should now empty all the time. Right, there are good things and bad things about this pump. The good things is how it works, and the fact that I can be fairly certain that it will do everything I want it to do by picking up the fluids. The bad things is it replaces it with stone. So eventually, in theory, if I leave it running long enough, that might be a bit of ice, but yeah, it will actually replace all of this around me, all this water around me, with stone. And I'm sure you can see the issue we might have with that. Because clearly if we have stone there instead of water, mobs can spawn on it. So we'll have to see. Well, yeah, there is that. I could also use it to place a load of quicksand down round my base, which would mean the mobs could spawn on it, but they wouldn't get very far and then get ganked by the turrets. But we'll see. It's possible that all that will happen is that. It's possible that nothing will happen, and it doesn't work its way through them quickly enough. Right, let's have a look. That is full. I'm expecting them all to be full, to be honest. That one's full. I'm expecting them all to be full because my power's coming back at the inside. It's full, yeah. So, let us see. I haven't got as much power as I would like, but I've got some power, so that's good. I need to make a new pick. Actually, I don't know that I need to make a new pick. I think I'm just going to stick with a drill for now. Let's pop that and that and that into there. Pop those into there. That into there. And I think then I'm going to call that particular episode over. I have achieved not a lot. Yeah, I've achieved quite a lot today. This episode. Slightly less glaring. Right, so I have got my turrets working. I have I'm just trying to think what else I've done. I've got turrets working. I've got the VAT started. I haven't got enough confidence in how they work to I know how they work. What I need to do is go with nutrient distillation, which is basically we've got something like that and a catalyst, and I've got to get the two things that produce the most catalyst to produce the most thing. It's probably going to be sugar on that side, and probably raw meat, or some sort of meat on the other side. I'm hoping I can do it with rotten flesh. I've got. Alright, that's the sugar. So, potatoes. Oh, I've been growing lots of potatoes, haven't I? So I could use potatoes for it. Wheat's quite good. I've got quite a lot of wheat. So if I just go into there, okay, so we get 2 stacks of wheat, and I'll go and harvest some potatoes. So then I think the next thing I have to do is get the farms going. I'm going to have 2 farms, and it's quite expensive getting to where I want to be with the farms because I need to make all sorts of strange multi-blocks, not multi-blocks, Ender IO stuff with heads and soul stealing and all sorts of weird stuff like that. I also want to make some sort of magnet because I'm sick of having to click the ground all the time. I'd still have to right click to pick stuff up. That doesn't change. But I think there's a magnetic ring from extra utilities that I can use. All it does is it means that you get to right click the air instead of the ground. It does mean that it's easier to do because they will follow you around. I'm not 100% certain they even exist. It's quite possible that Darkosto has removed them because they're too easy or something. To be honest, my personal opinion is that as long as something has a recipe and the recipe isn't an absolute doddle to make, you shouldn't remove things like that at all. But this is just me speaking, nobody else. Right. Right, so we're down in here. Where's my vats? There's my vats. So then I've got to get some liquid out of the vats. No, I can't. It looks like I can't do that. Oh, I was going to put sugar in, wasn't I? Not that. So the other farm up here is probably going to end up being a... I'm going to have to have a farm that produces sugar cane. Is what I'm trying to say. Right, let's put that stuff away in there, and then put all that away in there. Okay, that's chalk dust. That's not sugar. I haven't got a lot of sugar canes. I thought I had more than that. Now, that is a good question actually, because there is a. I'm just going to do this really quickly. There is a thing in here called the cloche. I'm not certain. Oh, right. That's what happened last night when my game crashed. I was looking at that and it just. Okay, so that is the end of the episode. Episode 26 will continue where I left off. I'm going to look to see if I can make a cloche from Immersive Engineering, which I think is rather like the farming thing from Thermal Expansion. You put seeds in it and power it, and it produces crops quickly. If such is the case and it works, I'm going to use it to create sugarcane for me. Once I have got that going, I can start working on the system for for the crafting, which is the crafting plate for I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I will have to get going on that in the next episode. So until that point, I will have to say cheerio, and I'm afraid that I haven't anything to show you here because it's all stopped. So cheerio.